The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. No doubt it was a good season for McCaffrey. Finishes 6th in the league in rushing the football over 1,000 yards. But how about what he did in the pass game?
Imagine if he just focused on one or the other, the kind of numbers he could put up. Instead, combining fantastic season. Over 1,000 on the ground, over 100 catches in the air. This guy can flat out do it all. And if they weren't worried about injury, he'd return punts and kickoffs as well. He's a dynamic player.
And those 107 catches, an NFL record for a running back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Second and 10, Newton again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? gun. Newton flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Underneath for Miller. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Black 22! Black 22! Come back, come back! Richmond, Richmond! Richmond, Richmond! Come back, come back!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Addison with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Attention shifting back to Carolina as they come onto the field. And you talked about it earlier. They started 6-2. Everything was looking good. Then 7 losses in a row in 2018. Besides Cam Newton retooling and not maybe running as much, what else needs to happen in Carolina?
I have to start with Cam Newton and his running because they've wanted him to run the ball less in recent years. But what's that expression that Cam used? A lion's got to roar. Running the football is a part of me, and it allows him to feel like he's part of the game. Well, they've got to be more judicious about that. He just has to get healthy because he was throwing the football better than he ever had in his career. But I do think the injury changed everything for Carolina because when he couldn't make the throws necessary, it really hurt them moving the ball downfield and put a lot of pressure on their defense.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Do some. Set. 180.
From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Set. Ready. Express. Do some. Express. Hey. Gun.
They snap it to Newton. Flush to his right. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Dances by at the 20. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gun. Express. Gun.
Newton. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there from 6 yards away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. here comes the Texans now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Target. Richmond. Come back.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson flushed out right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right to the 3.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Newton on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. To throw on second down is Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. To the air again, Newton. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney able to drop him for a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Blue lady! Blue
Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Richmond. Richmond. Come back.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Newton. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Yeah, baby.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. Gun.
From the gun, Newton eluding the pressure right. Wright's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
To throw is Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney merciless in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
20.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Down. Black 22.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his pass incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
To throw is Watson. To throw again. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Richmond, Richmond. Richmond, Richmond.
Watson looks to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Here's Watson, flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Do some. Gun, gun. Hey. 20. 8.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
That's it. 780. Let's go.
Throwing is Newton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. And now out comes Houston.
Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Black 22! Black 22! Tiger, tiger, tiger! Tiger, tiger, tiger!
Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
Richmond!
Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Reset. Tiger!
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He can run for it and the first down at about the 38. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball, let him pick it up.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 20.
On first down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey. Express. Do some. Express.
Newton's going to throw it. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And Olsen over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Throwing here, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Come back, come back. Down. Blue 80.
One last throw here for Watson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.